Hey, what's up, guys? How are you? So, I ordered some Junkard company boots from Indonesia, from Bandung, Indonesia. So, do a little unboxing for you guys right here. I just received these yesterday. I opened them already. So I'm not gonna do like a full unboxing, but I didn't wear them yet, and basically just put them back in the box, back in the. I'm gonna show you. So, these I ordered. I want to say. Today's the 27th of June, sorry. And I ordered these in April 15th. So, about 2 months. They told me 2 to 4 months. And they got delivered. So, this is basically something that I just kind of like picked out of a hat on the website. It's their SC plain toe. But I did a couple of mods. I got some nice leather. So let me show you what comes in this situation here. So they give you the certificate of authenticity, which is nice. It gives you the date that it was ordered and when it was delivered, if you could see that. It's pretty cool. They also give you like a nice couple little plastic bags here. They give you some laces wrapped in leather, which I'll show you. This is just another one of the little forms they give you, which is really nice. I mean, gotta enjoy like these Indonesian unboxings, you know, like just receiving something that you ordered is like amazing. I'm not one much to order boots, honestly. I ordered a pair of Jackrabbits probably like around the same time. I received those. I want to do an unboxing of those too. And I probably only wore those in the house, but I would like to show you, like, the turnaround time is like super fast. So, Junkard. So they give you, it looks like 2 sets of laces in here. And this sort of like vegetable tanned or like just natural tan little wrap here, which comes with like a little button, seems like. Or not even, it might be just like riveted in. And you just slide the laces out like that. So it's pretty cool. Alright, I like that. Also, seems like it comes with a little keychain here too. This is a cool little keychain. It's like, it has a Junkard label on it. And yeah, it's like, just like an oil tan piece of leather. So there you go, that's that. More bags. So, the shipment actually came like very well shipped because it came with boot bags. Well, one boot bag. And the boots came in this plastic bag, which is pretty cool. I took them out of the bags yesterday because I just don't like leaving leather against plastic. Maybe it's just me. But, okay, so I'll take out the boot that had the bag around it. So this is the bag. Funny, because I didn't know that they were, like, motorcycle inspired. I don't know if they're motorcycle inspired, but they do have a nice little boot bag and it has a motorcycle on it, which is friggin' awesome. This bag is kind of like, you know, something you would get at your regular shoe bag, which is not bad. But they only give you one for both boots. But let me show you the boot. So, this is an SC plain toe with olive Maryam from leather from Maryam Tannery and olive TPR. So, as you can see, I got it 6-inch Maryam olive TPR. Got a single midsole. I got this on their SCX last. So it's a sort of like almond shaped last. I mean, it's not too pointy. They have a pointier last. Probably like the SC last might be a little bit pointier, but basically you see the lasts on the boots on the website. Most of them have like double midsoles. Honestly, I didn't want a double midsole because I just don't know what that feels like yet. So I just wanted to go with something a little bit more like what I'm used to, which is a single, which is I'm totally okay with. Got the Dr. Soles, black. I think these are the 1091s, if I'm not mistaken. They make it really easy on their website to choose which one you want. Honestly, I could have gotten it in different colors, but I figured I'd go with black. Olive and black. Looks pretty good. They also give you the option of how you want the boot lined. If you want it fully lined, if you want it like just lined in the vamp and in the heel counter, you can do that too. I pick heel counter and vamp. Most of my boots that I own are lined that way, and they also give you what kind of welt you would like. I like a stitch down, so I got the double row stitch down right here, as you can see, right there with a single midsole. Which honestly, I kind of could envision it how it was gonna come out of my head, and I just pulled the trigger. And you know, the good thing about Junkard is that you pay half up front, you know, and then half when the boot's done. The guys are like super, like on point and responding if you have any questions whatsoever. And yeah, these things are super impressive. The stitching is on point, you know, like I really don't see anything like wrong with these. I've inspected them pretty good. I inspected them yesterday. Everything is stitched really well. The clicking is pretty good. I mean, the leather is not the thickest. I wouldn't say this is like NYX quality. Not like, probably I would say yes. Quality, yes. Definitely up there. I meant to say more like thickness. And honestly, that's okay with me. Because it's a horse hide. It's a horse butt. And I'm okay with it not being like super thick, you know? I think it's more of like a dress boot type of thickness, which is, I couldn't tell you. I don't have the thickness leather meter here to check how thick these are. But honestly, I like the way they look, they feel. It's not a heavy boot, but it's got like a decent weight to it. Knowing like, if you put this thing on, you're gonna feel the weight. It's gonna be all right. What else can I say about this boot? Yeah, so this is basically how it came. It came with these black waxed laces already laced up into the boot. No kill tees. I would say leather thickness is probably the same thickness of this as this tongue right here. Is it gusseted? Probably to the fourth eyelet right here. It's gusseted up to there, then the rest is just open, which is perfectly fine with me. I have boots that have less gusseting than that. And then I have boots that are gusseted all the way up to the gills, so excuse me, it doesn't really bother me. This is technically the left boot and the right boot. Putting these side by side, I can honestly say like they look great. They really do. I've tried them on already. They fit perfectly. A 9D Brannick, 9D off the Brannick device. And I wear, you know, I got Trumans, I got NYX, I got Whites, I got Caswells, I got Parker 602 M Last. All of those, I have them in 8.5D. So with Junkard, they're gonna want you to measure your feet and send it in. I think they're asking for barefoot measurements too. But rest assured, I was stressing for a little bit because usually I'm like 41.5 in most footwear or 42. They sized me up in a 42D. Wasn't really worried about it, but I've tried on some 42Ds that are a little long for my liking and a little wide. So I kind of explained to them that I had low volume instep and I just wanted something that would be like tight on the top of my instep, if possible, if they could do it. Which they're going to take measurements of your length, they're going to take measurements of the width of your ball all the way up to your ankle. So you're going to probably have to take like 4 or 5 measurements for them. Take your time, get tailor's tape and just measure your feet, or have your girlfriend do it, or whoever you got do it for you if you're having trouble reaching your feet. If not, just measure it up. Send those measurements in, make sure that they're correct. Check them 2 or 3 times and send them in. They'll tell you what size they're gonna put you in. And then you let them know if you have any issues with your feet. If you got bunions, if you got big toes, if this part of your toe bothers you on this boot. And when you send them, like, for example, the sizing with the other boots you have, the P&W boots, the Thursdays, or whatever it is. Just tell them how they fit. You know, if you're a pair of Captains and you're like, you know what, I have a pair of Captains. I'm true to size on those. I'm 9D, but for some reason with that last, it kind of messes my toe up. They might put you in a different last at Junkard. You know, the guys are really good. Their communication is on point. I couldn't be any more impressed. I really like the way these look. The smell's amazing. They don't smell like plasticky. They don't smell fake. They smell like real horse like horse butt. You know, like I have horse jackets and I've ordered some TPR from Caswell Boots, and honestly, the smell is the same, completely the same. And some Maryam tannery. So this would be the imported leather choice. What else can I say about the specs of these boots? Oh, so the edge is basically a Brazilian leather. They call it Brazilian, and they also have another one which is like a natural, which is probably like a domestic leather, which I wouldn't knock the domestic leathers either because they actually look really good. I just picked this because I really wanted a green boot, honestly. So I would say I'm pretty impressed. So keep you on. I'm gonna put them on, at least one boot, and I'm gonna show you what they look like. And honestly, I put them on yesterday, and they feel pretty good. They feel really good. Like, I'm highly impressed. Oh, this is another thing I found inside the boot. So the boot has a, I wouldn't say like a pour-on midsole, insole. I would say some type of like foam situation, but you could tell that there's definitely a vegetable tan in there. Insole, it has like a little cushion on top, which, hey, listen, that doesn't bother me at all. For the amount of boots I have with pure, and you could take the footbed out. Yeah, I'm not gonna pull it out because it's slightly glued, but yeah, there's definitely a leather footbed in there. I could see some nails, so pretty nice construction. Yeah, it's definitely a little piece of foam in there, but that's okay because you see that little ridge right there? That's like arch support. I'm just into it being so different than my other boots, you know? Heard that pop? That's what you want. The boots fit amazing. I'm not even gonna front. Like, they fit great, right? So that's the right boot. This is usually my longer foot. This foot of mine right here is about 10 and a half, and 10 and a half inches long. I'm just rock a normal D width usually. Like, I don't really have an issue with the width of my feet. Nothing really bothers me. I'm pretty easy. I heard somebody say that they have liquid metal feet. It's kind of like the guy almost vintage style always says that. I got liquid metal feet. That's what I feel like. So I'm a 9D Brannick. These are 42. I wear 8.5 in Nicks. H&W last, 55 last, 11.607 last, and right here, my toe lands just about here. I got like that thumb width, you know? I got like that thumb width in the front, but I'm okay with that because these have like sort of like a almond shape right here. I can really feel that foam in here, which is fine. You could also take that insert out if you want and put in your own, like a boot breaker from Rosanville or something like that, you know? But if you want, you could definitely rock these for a while. Like, these could be, you could wear these for a bit. You don't need to get rid of them right away. But honestly, these boots look amazing. I like them a lot. I would say, and for the price, really not that bad. Boot like this with this type of leather, this type of construction, I easier run you like $700, $800. You know, from John Lofgren or whatever, but these Indonesian boot makers, man, they really have some type of some serious skill, and they don't really know how to make boots, so I trust them. Paid about, these were $550 for these, which at the moment I was like, I think that's a deal for horse butt, and I got to choose all my specs, so that's okay. Shipped, that's shipped. That's not plus shipping, that's shipped. Yeah, I already posted these on Facebook to one of my boot forums, and a lot of guys were falling in love with the color. I like the color too. It changes a little bit. Like sometimes it gets a little darker, sometimes it gets a little lighter. I haven't worn them outside yet. I haven't even left the house with them. I just received them yesterday. But yeah, what I love about it is everything came in one piece. Not one scratch on this boot, like not even one. And you could see the grain on the boot and everything, you know. Not even a dent, you know. Some of the boots I order, they get shipped within the United States, come dented, scratched. I think I ordered a pair of whites 350 cutters the other day, just to order them, just to see how they fit. They fit great. I just couldn't ride. They were a little heavy for me, so I returned them. But they're probably like a try-on pair maybe. But they were all banged up. These came immaculate. Very impressed. You know, very impressed. And even if 1 or 2 stitchings were off, let's say I really analyzed and I found something, it still wouldn't bother me because it's a handmade boot. So, totally cool with them. Totally cool down with the handmade situation going on here. I really like them. Highly recommended. They have so many other styles you could choose from. I don't know what they have right here as far as the shank goes, but it has like a little ridge to it right there. I can see it now. I'm not sure what they use. I wonder if it's just metal. Wouldn't bother me what it is, honestly. It's not like I'm going to be taking these boots to work. I'm actually going to take care of them. I can't wait how they look like a little bit worn in, you know. I would say, for me, I would definitely buy again, for sure. And I wouldn't even have to go, I'm thinking the next boot I get from them is not even going to be an imported leather. I think it's going to be a domestic. Yeah. I was already looking at one of their lace-to-toes in the terracotta. I like that boot. I like that boot a lot. My main concern was the sizing. I never had a question about the quality. I just had a concern about the sizing. And everything. The heels. The heels are great. They're pretty stiff too, I would say. Definitely a leather heel counter, for sure. I don't think there's any synthetic materials in this boot. I think the only thing synthetic maybe was a little bit of that foam in there, and that's about it. And that's only on the inside, because the rest of the insole is leather. They like stitched it. Pretty creative. So, yeah, guys. This is just a little review on the Junkard SC Plain Toes in Maryam Horsehide Olive TPRs. But that's it, guys. Any questions, just leave them in the comment box and I'll be sure to answer them. This is literally my first boot unboxing ever. So thanks, guys.